Hey everyone, welcome back to the vlogs. Obviously back in Auckland now. I hope you guys enjoyed those Christchurch ones. It's going to be a little bit slow paced for the next couple of videos just because I need to recoup some money after the Christchurch trip. But I found some stuff for the S15 that we're going to be buying, so you guys will see some installs on that. Pulling the hot side off because I might sell the factory hot side and put a bigger turbo on. Well, after chrome anyway. I was just like, nah, can't have it. Need to make sure that this S15 is at least 220 kilowatt. Get some decent power out of it, 300 horsepower at the wheels if you guys are Americans watching this. So yeah, today we're going to be working on the E36. I need to do an oil change and some spark plugs and stuff. I haven't showed you guys how to do spark plugs properly because there is actually a way to do them. A lot of people do get them wrong, so we'll do that. But yeah, first things first, I need to pull this out of the garage and bring the E36 in, which is over there. So yeah, sorry about the slow paced videos guys, but I need to do it because I need to keep getting my views up, my video output up, because that's what eventually will help get me some money. I need to get some money back doing this kind of thing because obviously everything comes out of my pocket and I can't keep spending hundreds of dollars a week making videos for you guys because it'll just make me broke, which it already has done, but you know, it's fun, so I keep doing it. But yeah, a little bit of money in return would be awesome. So yep, slow videos, oil change filter and spark plugs on that thing. Then we might paint the grills black and tidy up the trim, like the window wiper heads, and like around where everything is black, it's faded, it's gone a bit yuck. You guys might be interested in seeing that, so that'll be the next video. Yeah, it just helps keep your car looking fresh. Like, I don't know if you can see on the window wipers on here, but I'll just show you guys how to get rid of this and fix it up. It's all oxidized, but yeah, just, you know, stuff like that. It's just key things to keeping your car looking good. But yeah, we'll crack into it, eh? I'll move this thing out. So I got the daily in the garage now, and I'll show you some of the shit we're going to do. So here it is, 1.8 or 1.9 whatever, M44B19 I think they're called. Pretty famous engine. A lot of people love these 318 IS motors, put them in E30s or leave them in these things and boost them. Apparently they love it. I don't know how the hell they boost them because there's not much room down there. Where's my torch? But yeah, it was one of my first ideas to boost this thing, but right hand drive, steering column, it's hard to see, but it goes straight down through the middle of the two manifolds, which would make it a pain in the ass. But yeah, anyway, oil filter location, right here. Oil fill point here, there'll be a drain on the bottom, which will show. Take this off, under here will be a whole bunch of ignition leads. And that's where your spark plugs will be. So spark plugs, oil filter, oil, etc. And I'm going to check everything else just because, to be honest, I haven't really checked over this car since I've had it, which is pretty bad on my part, so make sure everything's all good. So what I've got over here is some injector cleaner, some engine flush, some spark plugs, an oil filter, and then some oil from work out of our bulk because it's way cheaper for me, so that's what we're going to be using. Over here, first thing I like to do is pull the oil filter when they're up here, because I know that these can be a bit of an ass, and this is plastic and they get brittle with the heat, so I really don't want this to break. So I'm going to try to get this undone gently before I go any further. But yeah, first things first, oil filter, then drain the oil, put new oil in, and then we'll put the sparkies in. So get onto that now. For these plastic housings, you can actually buy this special tool. I stole this one from work. It's like got all the points on it. I don't know how many points it is, probably 18 or something stupid. And as you can see, slide that on there like that, and that'll help you get the oil filter undone. Saves you from using jaws or big vice grips, because that'll break it. So hopefully I can crank this open and then we'll change the filter. I lied to you guys, first actually I need to put this engine flush and stuff in, so put this in, run the car for a wee bit, put this in at the same time, and this will help thin the oil, I think, I don't know. It says here, removes harmful deposits, sludge and varnishes, so put this in. This car actually has a lifter problem. As you can see, these motors on a huge lean, the lifters on the intake side run dry and then they drop a cylinder when they're cold until the lifter builds up hydraulic pressure from the oil. This is supposedly supposed to fix it, so put some of this in, fresh oil, and hopefully it'll be alright through till the summer, and then do it again in the summer, and no sticky lifter, hopefully. So yeah, do that, run the car. So under here, pull this off, and I'll put this magic juice in. So I've put that magic juice in, and we'll start her up if she starts. Should do. And you can see how it runs like it's got a gangster cam. Nah, it's just misfiring. So we'll run it for like, I don't know, a couple of minutes. Just get it warm, get that juice, magic juices through. And then we'll change the oil filter and drain the oil and all that stuff. So there she is, beast. Just need to stance it out soon. It's a bit depressing how stock it looks. For like 5 minutes. Now we'll take this oil filter off, so I'll pull that thingy off right there and change it with the new one over there and drop the oil. Come on. Oh fuck, that's tight. Whoa, she's a bit crusty. So here's our new filter. So we just plop that bad boy down in there. Comes with some O-rings, so this filter obviously is made for many vehicles. This one here is for our plastic housing, and then it's got these two other ones which I don't think we need, and then this here is a crush washer for the sump plug, so it's handy that you don't need to buy one of those extra. It comes with this filter from Ryco. This is the number here if you guys are wondering, and you have one of these beamers. So yeah, we'll put those onto that housing and then get this ready for our sump after we drain the oil. So I had a shirt change because I realised I was wearing a white shirt and I don't want to roll around on the ground in a white shirt, which is why I have no white shirt. So if you're working on your car, change your white shirt. Now that's out of the way. Filters in, new seal, new filter obviously. So now I need to jack this bad girl up and get under there with the tray and drain all the oil out. This thing takes something ridiculous for a 1.9, like 5 litres of oil or something stupid. No run bearings. So yeah, I'll do that thing where I put the camera down and the car goes up and shit. What do they call it? The YouTuber thing. So I did that thing, now the car's up. It was a wee bit harder than I expected because my jack, I've just learned, is broken. It won't stay up. So yeah, that's why you use axle stands, people. In case your jack fails. But I've got it kind of secure on the sway bar link mounting points on the chassis rail. So I'll squeeze my way under there now, find the sump plug, find out what size it is, we'll crack it off, put that tray underneath it and get rid of all the old crusty oil and that thing. And put it down here on this cardboard / tray somewhere. So we'll do that. So I ripped the wheel off because it's in the way. But there it is there. That's like a 14 or a 15, so you crack that. Got my old catch tray under here. Fuck, this thing's filthy. Yeah, undo that, drain all the oil out, put that back in with the new washer, fill it back up. All change complete. So I'm just finishing draining the oil now. Just put a new, focus, come on, sump plug washer on there on the sump there, as you can see. So, yep, wait for the oil to finish draining, bang this back in, tight with my 17, sorry, not 15, and then fill it back up in that hole right there. So I got my oil in my jug. It's about 4.8 litres there, there's the 5, so that's what old Mr. Google's telling me to put in. I did check it at work on our system, but can't quite remember. I know it's around 4.7, 4.8, so 4.8's going in there, and yeah, that's the oil done, and then we'll crack on with the spark plugs. So I just put the car on the ground, turned it on and ran it. So the oil's gone through everything. Now we can check our dipstick, which is, I think, that one there. And that'll give us a correct level of reading. Also, you want the car to be flat on the ground, like so. So took the jack stands out. Check the level and then top it up if need be. I think this might be a little bit over full, but it's a daily, fuck it, it'll be all good. So I was wrong, it was a little bit under full, so glad I checked it. So I just topped it up. Now we're on the full mark on the dipstick over there. But anyway, that's enough oil and filter. That shit's boring. What I really wanted to show you was how to change spark plugs properly. A lot of people get confused with spark plugs, like they either over tighten them or don't tighten them enough. On a spark plug, I'll show you guys right here, if this will focus. This is hard to do with this washer here that I'm moving around. That's actually a crush washer, so when people put their spark plug in, they kind of put it in and they like twist it in, and they get to this point and they're like, sweet, it's tight. Your spark plug's not seated, it's not home properly, so you're actually not getting a very good spark, or you know, you can lose a bit of compression, etc. through the hole. So what you actually need to do is tighten this till it crushes. So you'll feel this get tight, loose again, and then tight. That's when you know that it's actually home and seated properly. So we'll take all the old ones out, put these brand new ones in, and spark plug's done. So these spark plugs aren't even that bad. I don't really need to change them, but I got new ones anyway and they're cheap, so I might as well. But what I was going to show you when I pulled these out, that the crush washer was crushed, but whoever did spark plugs last on this didn't really crush it. So just goes to show a lot of people don't do it properly. So I'll bang the camera back down here and we'll put the new ones back in, and I'll show you what I mean by when it gets tight, and then crank it a little bit more. So all the spark plugs are in the hole now. I'm just going to go through, finger tighten them in because I don't want to cross thread them. So once they get tight like this, now I grab my ratchet and I pull her on. Then see here, it gets tight. Keep cranking. It's a little bit loose. Pull it again. Now it's tight. That's when the crush washer is crushed. Don't over pull it because you will break the spark plug. But yeah, you want to sort of, so you like pull it, starts getting tight, you pull a bit more, you'll feel it get loose, and then it'll lock up. When you get that to the lock up point, that's when you know your crush washer is crushed and your spark plug is seated properly. So that's going to be it for today's video. Just a recap of what we did: oil, filter, new washer on the sump plug, and then showed you guys how to seat your spark plugs properly. I'll just run through that again quickly. So there's a crush washer on the bottom over here, so you need to crush this washer down. So like I said, it gets tight, you pull it a little bit more and then you'll feel it lock up. That's when you know this crush washer is home and the spark plug is fully seated. But yeah, sorry it wasn't a overly interesting video, but yeah, like I said, just come back from Christchurch. Spent a lot of money down at Chrome, seeing some friends, you know, just drinking, hanging out, doing all that kind of thing. So yeah, need to save up a little bit of funds, and then we're going to crack on the S15, because after Chrome it's kind of got my ass into gear. Realised that I need to get a bit more power out of that thing, so probably gonna, well, I found a manifold now, so that's good. Found some injectors, hopefully the guy will get back to me this week so I can pick those up. Z32 airflow meter, I need to get a new boost solenoid because mine broke, and then get that manifold, and then I'm going to rip my turbo slide off, my injectors, my fuel pump, all that kind of thing. I'm going to sell them, and all that money is going to go towards getting a turbo for that thing. I'm not sure what size yet, but I know we'll find something and we'll crank the boost and see what we get. Hopefully she's a strong motor. I guess if not, then we got this one here that we can put back together. But yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, get me to 1,000 subs, and yes, content will start getting better and we can crank it out more often. So thanks guys, see you in the next one.